Hi, all. I needed some time to process everything that I read in Dark December and make it coherent for you. I know we're like halfway through January. I can't believe that it's taken me this long. To be fair, I got strep throat and the flu within like 5 days of each other. Don't even get me started. That being said, here are my overall observations about Dark December, and then we're going to get into some fun things. So, overall, y'all, there are some incredible writers writing dark romance, and I will not knock them. They're incredibly talented. They write beautifully. Their stories are compelling. Their language is captivating, and they can describe some good sex. Absolutely. So I am not knocking any author who writes dark romance whatsoever. Here's my biggest thing, and I'm asking this is going to be my continuous ask about dark romance is, are you using this as your spank bank or your actual how-tos? Because spank bank, no problem. You want to pretend you're in God of Malice and whatever their names are, if you want to pretend you're Killian, absolutely go for it. If you think that's how you practice some of these things, no, not so much. If you are looking to get into certain types of kink, DNS, BDSM, I would not use these books as a how-to guide. They are not good examples of how you get into those types of relationships, how you bring those types of things into the bedroom. There are way better ways for you to figure that out, and I don't think it's dark romance. Okay, that being said, other observation. Does every dark romance novel have to start with a playlist? And do y'all listen to these playlists while you're reading? Because I'm not going to lie, I don't. I like to read in silence, but I'm noticing every single dark romance novel seems to start with some sort of mood playlist going on. And that might be a thing of the genre. I love it. I love it for the authors if that's what gets them in the mood to write. I love it for the readers if that's what gets you in the mood to listen. Okay, into the fun bit. I wanted to figure out a way for me to explain how I felt about the 21 books that I read in the dark romance genre in the month of December. And the way that I'm going to do this is a yes, no, or convince me, would I read the sequel? The next one. A lot of these books are part of duets or the first in a series. Not all of them. I get it. I know, but a lot of them. And so I'm going to give you my yes, no, or convince me, because I do take your opinion seriously. And if you told me that I really had to read the next book or the conclusion or whatever to fully grasp the beauty of this book, this series, I would believe you all. I respect your opinions. So here we go. 21 books. Haunting Adeline, you'd have to convince me. Absolutely, you'd have to convince me. Hooked, yes, I would read the next in the series. My list is up there because I've recorded this several times and I miss one every single time. There Are No Saints. I do want to know what comes next because I really liked when they got together. I loved it. Oh, goodness, I can't believe it. Merged with Him didn't interest me. The Ritual, liked the book. I don't know if I care enough about anyone else in the world, so you'd have to convince me someone else is worth reading about. Den of Vipers, no thank you. Promises and Pomegranates, absolutely fuck no. Sorry, not gonna happen. Twisted Love, didn't love the book, but I liked her writing enough that I want to see what happens next. God of Malice, ooh, some of these people seemed interesting, but I don't know. You'd have to convince me. I know God of Malice is in the middle of her world, so if you tell me I have to go back to the beginning to really get it, I'd believe you, but it didn't leave me wanting more. Neon Gods, I've already read them all. I don't even need to. It's already happened. The Perfect Fit, yes. Yes, I want to know. Give me more of Sadie Kincaid. What should I read of hers next? Absolutely hooked. Corrupt? No, thank you. The Never King convinced me. I didn't feel connected enough to these characters to want to know what happened next, but you could convince me. Wasn't terrible. Liars Like Us? Absolutely. Oh man, I love JG Geisinger. Yes, done. Brutal Obsession, not so much. I I don't care about anyone else in the world enough to know. So again, you'd have to convince me, but like right now, it would be a surprise. Shatter Me, yes. Twisted Game, no. No. Not Acadia. Yes, I liked her writing enough that I would read the next in the series. Captive in the Underworld, yes. King of Wrath, yes. And the Risk Mindfuck series, absolute yes. So, oh my gosh. We did it. Yes, that was my yes, no, convince me for the dark romance novels that I read. Did I miss your favorites? Do you need to convince me of something that I said? No shame. If you loved these books, absolutely. They're just not my cup of tea, y'all. They're just I didn't want to keep going. There's no shame in that. But let me know what I need to read next. Thanks y'all for making it through with me.